Okay, let me clear up some things about disassociation. It always seems to be attached to some form of melancholy or depression or sluggish energy. See, but I thought Aquariuses weren't emotionally attached. I thought Aquariuses were heartless. But when you appear to disassociate, you see how attached you are associating yourself, you are associating your status, you are associating your attention that you have received. You know, the opposition to Leo, your solar plexus, your ego, your will, energy that you have already received. Now that you're pulling that out and seeing that that doesn't actually fucking matter, that that actually isn't fucking you, you know, it's like, don't force yourself to overly attach to certain associations because they appear to have similar associated energies. Like a retrograde. Don't get wrapped up in all the shit that you're relearning or all the mistakes that you made and all being harsh on yourself. Generate some new shit in that old, outdated energy and give it a refresher and change the intent that you put behind it already, aka transmutation, right? And I'm saying that about disassociating and all the stigma attached to it because, like, don't just do that shit for your status or for your ego. Do it because it's the right thing to do for the bigger picture. Saturn and Pisces, Saturn return, taking responsibility and accountability for the bigger picture. And the bigger picture, you have to take a step away and go internal, Pisces, so that you have something to teach, to expand upon, out of a delusion or an image. Or you can add certain frameworks to the animation. You can add certain sound bites or environments and things like that to the animation, because like all this shit about election and AI and technology, you notice, like, I only use AI and chat GPT and shit like that because it's convenient, for real. Not when it's a trend. People use spirituality when it's convenient, when you're going through something. You know, I don't want to say what you shouldn't do because it's everyone's spiritual path, but I would say utilize discretion when you are expressing something that you are going to via the internet. If you can help, if you can or can't help, you know what I'm saying? Doing it in the dark, doing it in private, do it in the social media of the esoteric world, you know what I'm saying? Like nymphs and earth spirits and all these things like that, you know, outside of all the anthropomorphizing with you know, like I say, you know, the cap cut and the AI technologies and all the 4Ds and things of that nature. Like, do that in private time. But getting back to my point, I utilize chat GPT. I'm sure we all do now and again, but we're not like, hey, you know what I'm saying, check out my page and shit like that with all the AI features. But watch when monetization is able to take place, because right now they're not shoving it down our throats. It's a suggestion on the ad that you can use. Remember when weed was illegal, but it wasn't like niggas was cracking down on it like fucking cocaine, and started getting like loosening up the reins on it type energy, right? That's how it's gonna be with AI when they start paying, when they start making shit restricted, like with the iPhones. How now you gotta buy the charger cord and you gotta buy the plug and things separate. That's how they're gonna do with the AI features and all your AI characters. How you have to pay for it, like a check mark or some shit for Instagram, and then everybody's gonna have like 5D avatar profile pictures and shit. Like, it's gonna be as basic as like the profile pictures as when you get on MySpace, except for instead of like just a little gray human thing, it's gonna be like an actual AI robot default character, and you know, it's gonna be like skins on Call of Duty. Playing games, you gotta pay for the different skins, and you have the default. But we're finally here, you guys, to the Big Bang. Big Bang being like, if you are running for an election to be a president of the world, shouldn't you already be putting in the work like Obama? He was a fucking not put some respect on it, but he was an authorized mayor and things like that previously. And I feel like sometimes they just don't highlight it, so it appears to come out of nowhere. So we get to question like, where did Joe Blow come from? Like Cat Williams and the whole Kevin Hart thing. I mean, yeah, Cat Williams and the whole Kevin Hart, like, where did this shit come from? And they do that shit purposely and sweep things under the rug purposely, because you should be out here being a humanitarian outside of the spotlight as you are inside the spotlight. So we're not questioning like, or putting us against each other, because they're doing that on purpose. They're reserving these people's talents until they like, I don't know how you get approved to run for your candidacy. Like how you receive notification. Do they get it in the mail or email or something like that? Like, and when it hits, then they gotta pay for commercial ads. Then they gotta start funding money. Then hell, probably now they probably like, you can like probably just start building the paper trail now, so that you can hold that receipt for your candidacy, for your candidacy. But you're not doing that shit authentically. So I feel like they're not shoving this thing around down their throats until they can monetize it and put in your face like, hey, you gotta go through us to get this energy, get this vibe. And my original message was gonna be, you don't gotta fuck with nobody you don't want to fuck with. As an Aqua Moon, because then that's how you look up and you got an acquaintance that's more than an acquaintance. You got more of a, you know, work girlfriend than the home girlfriend, or work wife more than the home wife type crazy shit. So that's just a little rant, a little click put out there, you know, saying food for thought. Actually, just a little food for thought. So tell me what y'all think in the comments below. Am I tripping about election? Like, do you think there's genuine people that's starting up, or is it like some industry plants, and then, you know, these people know each other behind closed doors, but it's like a cover up of the paper trails? Peace.